Hello everyone, this is Tom Fox and I'd like to welcome you to the Daily Compliance News. The Daily Compliance News is an offering of the Compliance Podcast Network. April 5, 2019, the I Feel Very Much Loved edition. First up, are you considering visiting a potential acquisition target? Well, the Merrill Corporation has put together 7 key considerations in site visit planning and preparation. It's an excellent short little blog piece that will give you what you need to know around putting together a preparation for a site visit from the financial or the compliance perspective. Next up, from the Wall Street Journal, 3 drug companies agreed to pay $122.6 million to resolve kickback allegations. The Justice Department said that 3 companies, Jazz Pharmaceuticals, Alexion Pharmaceuticals, and Lundbeck, agreed to pay a total of $122.6 million to resolve allegations they paid drug copays for their pharmaceuticals through copay assistance foundations. The Justice Department alleged the companies violated the FCA, by illegally paying copays required by 2 federal programs for their company's own products through purportedly independent foundations for companies as conduct. Next up, there was a hearing today on the SEC motion against Elon Musk for his tweet recently, and the judge gave them 2 weeks to resolve their dispute. He said that both sides needed to take a deep breath and put on their reasonableness pants. The judge actually wondered out loud whether or not the order that they claim Musk violated had a lack of clarity. After the hearing, Musk said, quote, "I feel very much loved. Only Elon Musk." And finally, from Corporate Compliance Insights, the top 10 expense award reimbursement requests in 2018. Do you have problems with some of the employees' expense reimbursement requests from your corporation? How about the lady that asked for a sports bra to be reimbursed and then also charged trips to the yoga class? $99,000 worth of Lenovo computers, eyelash extensions. What about smoking? And the high cost of cigarettes, so that some employees actually put those on their expense accounts. How about renting a car every week to go get office supplies? And have you ever thought of a liquid lunch? Well, what if you said you wanted to save the company money so that your liquid lunch simply became that, very liquid, with no meal attached? It's a really funny article, and it really gives you some ideas about some of the crazy expense reimbursement requests that people put in that you, as the compliance officer, are going to need to consider from time to time. This is Tom Fox. I'm on assignment in Mexico City with the State Bar of Texas International Law Section this week, and unfortunately that means Jay Rosen and I will not be back this week for this week's episode of This Week in FCPA. However, we will be back next week. So if you're a big fan of This Week in FCPA, I hope you will join us the week of April 12th for our next episode of This Week in FCPA. As you may know, we've had several new offerings on the Compliance Podcast Network. One of those includes Popcorn and Compliance, where Jay Rosen and I take a look at compliance through the lens of movies, both current, contemporary movies, and classic movies. Also, we had 2 new podcasts premiere in March that I hope you checked out. Forensically Speaking with Jonathan Marks takes a look at all issues from the forensic perspective, and Modern Medium takes a look at graphic design and art for the compliance practitioner and for your compliance program. I think you will find them both very interesting. We're developing several new podcasts which will go live in April and May, so I hope you will check back early and often to the Compliance Podcast Network, the only podcasting network in compliance.